here again. I know what kind of politics you are playing. And yes, I know, Rishted on Erin. You are next in line to the MacWilliam and you will be needing a wife when you are chieftain. We have had this talk before. The trouble you'll be having with your romantic political proposal is you don't know me. Don't you think you should? Truly, I never wanted to be a woman. I wanted to sail, and our women don't do that. No, they wait at home for their men or their bodies to float to the harbour. When I was 10 years old, my father announced it was high time he took my brother with him on a trading trip to Spain. Except that just before they sailed for the first time, I received the O'Malley gift. Father always wanted a son who would share it, but he only had one, and Donald's maritime gifts are limited. He plays a pretty pipe, my brother, but he cannot tell the North Star from candlelight. So that day I followed my father up to the top of the mountain where he goes to receive it. The weather prophecy. Truly, it's a gift with Father. A gift from heaven. I crawled up there between the rocks and wrapped my hands round his legs, which are like great tall trees to me. Came out of the wind and blew across the sea into his bones, where it sucked the marrow right out and down those giant legs, through my hands, straight into the very heart of me. At once I knew which way the wind would blow. I knew which way the currents ran. I could see hidden rocks and monsters of the deep. I knew which ships would make it to safe harbor, and which ones would end up at the bottom of the salty sea. Please take me with you to Spain! No, you can't go, you're just a weak girl! I reached up, grabbed his belt, stole his knife, ran down the hill into the back room of the sea bully, and I shaved off all my hair. My mother had a fit! I cannot take her with me to court at Belclare now! Look at her! Mother's greatest wish was for me to be a lady like herself. A chieftain's wife. She had grand plans to take me trotting from castle to castle, court to court, chieftain to chieftain, till one married me. Looking at this little savage there with torn dress and shorn head, her hopes dashing like waves on the rocks. Truly, she cries enough salt tears to raise the tide. Father came in and I said, now you can take me, I am not a little girl. I never have acted like one, you always say so yourself. When my father gets right quiet, it means one of two things. He's ready to pray, or he's ready to fight. If you can pack and run to the galley before the whistle, we'll see what kind of a sailor you are. God help you. Father listened to the wind and carefully threaded the way through the 100 isles of Clew Bay, past our rocky western coast, and started the southern voyage to Spain. Spain! As I first marveled at giant rocks like angry green fists punching up out of the deep blue sea, himself came and stood behind me at the stern of the ship. I always remember which end is the stern, indeed, because of the image of my father standing there. Yes, you have the gift, we crown you in. Trust it. And remember, it comes not from inside us. It comes out of the wind and through us. Listen to the heavens and you'll always float. Rely on yourself alone and you'll sink like a stone to the bottom of the sea. Bones for fishes. I never do feel at home on land, truly. It makes me a wee bit queasy. I feel solid when I'm on the water. Because somewhere on that first journey, the wind became my hair, and the sea spray my flesh, and the salt water the blood in my veins. And that's who I am. Rishted. I'm not another woman hoping to be married, nor another hungry widow awaiting a lonely man, nor a chieftain's daughter whose future can be given way to some stranger, nor a piece of western land to be had merely for the asking of my hand. I am a sea captain, and that's where I'm at home, mister. Well, now you know a wee bit of me. Would you still be wanting to ask your question? Oh, for God's sake.